What if the life you're reliving right now is being quietly scripted by the images you hold in your own mind? In today's session, we'll gently explore how the images we hold in our inner world can shape the way life unfolds around us, and how simple, sincere visualization can open space for new possibilities to emerge. Take a moment to arrive, to soften your breathing, and to let these reflections meet you exactly where you are. Settle into a gentle pace as you move through this script. Nothing here needs to be rushed or grasped. Just listen and let the images arise in their own way. Imagine someone moving through a deep personal crisis. Problems feel endless and impossible to resolve. In conversations with a trusted friend, she keeps repeating, "All my life I've never taken the easy way out." One day, the friend simply suggests, "Then try it. Take the easy way out." At home, in a quiet moment, she closes her eyes, relaxes her body, and tells herself, "This time I'm going to take the easy way out." Instantly, an inner scene appears. She finds herself in a small, enclosed room that feels like a mountain cabin. Rough wooden walls, a wooden floor, shuttered windows. On each wall there is a door. Each door is blocked. One is hidden by a pile of fat, a reflection of her long struggle with weight. Another is blocked by her mother. Another by her brother, both of whom she worries about deeply. One is buried behind piles of bills and debts. Other doors carry symbols of guilt, fear, and long-standing problems. The door directly in front of her is almost completely blocked by a huge heart pacemaker, representing her most frightening medical concern. She begins to tug and pull at this heavy object, trying to clear the way. Each time she almost reaches the doorknob, the pacemaker slips back, sealing the exit again. Eventually, she is exhausted and has to stop. Resting there, she finally notices something she had overlooked. One door with nothing at all in front of it. No obstacles, no burdens, just a clear path. It stands quietly, as if waiting for her to take the easy way out. As she looks at that free door, another realization emerges. She does not want to open it. She does not want to step through. She has no idea what is on the other side, and that unknown feels more frightening than the crowded room she knows so well. In that moment, she sees how even while unhappy, she has felt safe and secure among her familiar problems. The room itself has become a strange kind of comfort. Eventually, she decides to face the unknown. Gathering her courage, she opens the clear door just a little, takes a deep breath, then opens it fully. On the other side is a wide, luminous landscape. She is standing on a mountainside. Below, a winding path curves into a beautiful valley, then rises again toward a higher peak resting in soft purple light. There is sunshine. There are birds, trees, and animals. The path toward the mountain is clear and inviting. It has always been there, just beyond the walls she kept around herself. In this expanded view, an insight arrives. She has been using visualization to focus on processes, getting well, losing weight, fixing problems, caring for family members. Yet she has not been picturing the deeper experience she truly longs for. peace, serenity, and a kind relationship with herself. Her inner attention has been fixed on the heavy symbols in the room bills, weight, medical devices, rather than on the mountain outside. Inwardly, she recognizes, what I really want is not this small stuffy room with its problems. What I want is that mountain. I am not this dark little room. I am the path, and I am the mountain. Over the months that follow, her health and her family's health improve, her financial situation softens, and her outer life begins to echo this new inner image. From this story, a core truth begins to come into focus. Every experience, every reality, begins as an image in the mind. The inner picture we hold has a way of shaping how we meet the world. Ancient teachings describe how images held within can influence outward conditions, and how a particular inner pattern tends to invite a corresponding outer pattern, whether constricting or life-giving. Later traditions speak of transmutation, not just as changing one material into another, but as a gradual transformation of the inner life through conscious imagery. When a specific image is held steadily, its particular tone is felt. It changes the way we sense ourselves, and that change quietly radiates into our choices and relationships. You might be wondering what happens when we do not use this capacity consciously. Over time, we may feel ourselves dimming in small ways. Energy seems to leak away. Vitality fades. The sense of being connected to intuition and inner guidance grows faint. Instead of moving freely, we may find ourselves looping through old stories and ideas about who we are and what is possible. Yesterday's beliefs try to handle today's challenges, and the result feels tight and repetitive. The seeds of past experience never really sprout into new growth. Yet the same faculty that can hold old images of fear and limitation can also be used with curiosity and care. When approached gently, visualization becomes a way to invite freshness into the inner world and to listen more deeply to what is already present within. It can touch subtle perception, healing intentions, relationships, daily work, and a broader sense of meaning. Over time, it can open a more intimate understanding of both personal and cosmic life. One way to meet this is to view visualization as the formation of a dynamic mental image. This image, held steadily and sincerely, begins to harmonize with all the people, events, and conditions that belong with it. As clarity grows, the kind of quiet alignment arises. Intuitive nudges appear, a conversation to have, a step to take, a situation to leave, a chance to accept. When those small movements are honored, the inner picture begins to appear in outer form. A simple structure can support this. First, the reasoning mind clarifies the goal. What is truly being asked for here? The idea is refined until it can be held as a single, simple image, not a complicated tangle. Then that goal is offered inward. Is this truly worthy? How might this bring relief or joy not only to me, but also to others? If the response inside feels spacious and right, there is a sense that the visualization rests within a deeper harmony. From there, quiet setting helps. The body is allowed to relax. Tension is noticed and gently released. The attention is drawn inward. The image is then formed as though the desired condition is already real, already present. Details are added. The colors, sounds, scents, movement, and especially the feeling of what it would be like to live in that scene. Sometimes, just for a brief instant, the image feels completely alive. We are no longer watching it like a movie. We are standing inside it. In that moment, the image can be silently released. Into the cosmic, I release this image. It is done. Afterward, the picture is allowed to drift into the background. What remains is a readiness to notice quiet promptings and to act gently when they arise. Without those simple actions, the image remains only a possibility. You might be wondering how to cultivate the capacity to see and feel these inner scenes clearly. One gentle way is to let daily life itself become a kind of training ground. Many of us move through our days quickly, absorbed in thoughts and tasks. We might rarely pause to really look at the color of the sky, the way light glows on water, or the pattern of leaves in the wind. When these sensory impressions are not taken in, the inner landscape has less material to work with. So we begin very simply. You could picture yourself working with an apple. First, you look closely. Its shape, the slight irregularities, the way the stem tilts, the subtle shifts in color on its skin. Then you close your eyes and see it in your mind. You scan it inside just as you did outside. When you open your eyes again, you notice what was accurate and what you missed. Repeating this kind of exercise builds a quiet, steady capacity to hold and refine inner images. From there, the scenes can slowly expand. You might place the apple on a plate, then add a banana, then an orange, then a small cluster of grapes. The arrangement stays simple, yet it becomes more layered. These playful, concrete practices support later work with more personal and meaningful images. At some point, a deeper question may arise. What about the pictures and feelings we would rather not see? When we attempt to visualize something kind or hopeful, we may feel as though we are forcing a story that is not true. A voice might say, "This isn't real." The body may tighten. The image may collapse. Here, it can be helpful to remember that the mind is already holding many images. Old scenes of pain, failure, conflict, or unworthiness are often present beneath awareness. Before new images can settle, these earlier ones may want to be acknowledged. There is a natural reluctance to do this, especially when we know that thoughts carry influence. Yet visualization is not only a creative tool, it is also a way to understand what is already shaping our experience from within. Rather than placing a bright image on top of a painful one, it can be more honest to say inwardly, "I will let myself see what is here." As we do this, different variations of the inner scene can be explored. A subtle twinge may appear, a slight sense that something is not quite right, or that the image is resisting change. Noticing that twinge can reveal where there is still a knot of belief or fear. Sometimes it points to other areas of life that want attention. Sometimes it reveals an old habit of quietly saying no to joy or ease. Seeing that pattern clearly may already begin to loosen it. When strong feelings arise, pain, anger, anxiety, disbelief, irritation, they can be approached as signals rather than enemies. They can be met with simple curiosity. What is this feeling protecting? What story is it holding in place? In this way, difficult emotions become guides that help uncover the roots of inner tension. As those roots are gently understood, it becomes easier to trust more spacious, supportive images. Another approach is to ask the deeper self directly. How can this be transformed into a more harmonious picture? Show me how this can become a kinder experience. Then, instead of pushing for a particular outcome, the images are allowed to move on their own. Scenes may change in surprising or playful ways, even if they do not look like what the mind expects. When they feel lighter and more authentic, they can be easier to believe and to stay with. Sometimes it is helpful to practice with neutral, even whimsical objects. You might imagine a round, bouncy balloon. With eyes closed, you picture it uninflated in your hands. Then mentally fill it with air until it is light and buoyant. You toss it up to the ceiling, pause it there, let it drop to the floor, bounce it, then bring it back. You may imagine holding it by the knot or cradling it, and then feel it lifting you gently into the air. You float around the room with it, then settle back down, soften the knot, and let the air slowly escape. At the end, you see yourself placing the folded balloon in a pocket, as if keeping a small, colorful possibility for later. Exercises like this teach the mind that inner forms can move, change, rise, and settle without threat. Over time, this sense of flexibility can be brought into more personal visualizations as well. Eventually, another layer appears. The question of how to make an inner image feel truly alive. Sensory detail helps. Returning to the apple, you might picture it freshly washed in icy water, the skin shining and beaded with droplets, the red tones rich and varied. You feel the cool, smooth surface, almost waxy under your fingertips. You hear the crisp sound as your teeth break through the peel. You smell the tart sweet fragrance and taste its flavor. The more fully the senses are involved, the more the image feels like something you are inhabiting, not just observing. But there is still one more element that completes the picture: emotion. Many people find it hard to feel anything in their visualizations. Inner faces and scenes may appear like flat photographs. Yet in outer life, people are never frozen like that. They are constantly shifting, full of movement and feeling. To touch this inwardly, you might imagine someone you love. You recall a moment when this person was angry with you, and watch the changes in their face, the eyes, the mouth, the tension in the jaw. Then you remember a moment of shared laughter and see how the expression softens. Then you recall a time of sorrow, and you notice how the face carries that weight. Finally, you picture them catching sight of you and looking at you with affection. As each expression passes, you quietly sense what moves inside your own chest. Whether the face is crystal clear or more felt than seen, the experience is still real. It reveals something simple. Feelings are at the heart of how images live within us. From here, gentle recognition arises. We do not have to see perfectly to know something is true for us. Many people experience visualization more as a feeling or as a sense of inner knowing than as sharp pictures. When someone says they are seeking peace profound, they are not searching for a physical landscape. They are seeking a quality of being, a stable quiet, a soft spaciousness, a sense of safety. Some minds naturally form detailed images. Others lean more towards sounds, words, or subtle sensations. The form is less important than the authenticity of the experience. When we let go of rigid ideas about how visualization must appear, we become more available to how it actually shows up for us. Criticism and comparison begin to soften. The process becomes more honest, more forgiving. Over time, that gentleness allows inner experience to deepen on its own. You might now be sensing how inner images and outer life move together. In daily experience, impressions come from the world through our senses. In visualization, impressions arise from within. In both directions, they can be treated as invitations to learn. When inner symbols are welcomed instead of pushed away, unexpected forms can appear. They may seem playful or even absurd. A small walking green bush that somehow resolves a heavy inner tension. A friendly moose that brings ease to a serious situation. A family dog that keeps returning to a scene meant to restore harmony, offering simple, wordless comfort. An insistent seagull with bright, beady eyes meeting us face to face in a moment of difficulty. These images may not match what the rational mind would choose, that they can carry exactly the kind of support or insight that is needed. When embraced rather than dismissed, they can soften pain, shift perspective, and point toward quietly transformative realizations. As this exploration draws toward its close, you might imagine returning to your own life, your own questions and longings. Picture a place that feels deeply right to you, a mountaintop, a shoreline, a bend in a river, a peaceful room. Allow this place to become clear in your inner sense, not rushed. Then, in that setting, you sense a friendly presence nearby. It may take the shape of a person, an animal, a plant, or something less defined. What matters is the felt sense. This presence knows you, understands your struggle, and sees your worth. Together, you and this companion turn to look at your most important goal or question. You see it again in your mind as clearly as you can. Now imagine shifting your viewpoint. You might move to the side, stand behind the scene, or float gently above it. From this new angle, you notice different details. Perhaps a color you missed, a sound you had not heard, a part of the scene you had not considered. You sense what changes in you as you watch from this perspective. If you wish, you can silently ask this inner friend to reveal something important about your goal or your question, something you had not yet seen or understood. You wait quietly for whatever impression may arise. When the scene feels complete for now, you might inwardly say a simple phrase of release, such as, "Into the cosmic I release this image. It is done." And then rest in the feeling that remains. Maybe there is a little more energy in the body. Maybe there is a touch more space in the mind. Maybe there is simply a sense of having listened. As we come to the final moments of this script, notice what has stayed with you. not as an idea to memorize, but as a quiet impression. Life can be viewed as a movement of images, feelings, and awareness. Some of those images are old and heavy. Some are new and light. All of them can be met with a little more curiosity and a little less urgency. Somewhere within, there is a place that is simply aware of all of this, a still, open space that receives every image and every feeling without strain. You can return to that inner stillness whenever you like, watching what arises and falls, and allowing time itself to reveal what these images mean for you. Let the words you've just heard settle for a moment. And if it feels comfortable, you can now turn inward with a brief, gentle practice. If you'd like to join, allow your eyes to soften or close. Notice the simple fact that you are breathing. There is no need to change the breath. Just feel the natural rise and fall. As you rest with the breath, sense the weight of your body wherever you are sitting or lying. Feel the points of contact, the chair, the floor, the bed, the cushion. Let the body be held. Now, in your own way, picture a place that feels deeply peaceful to you. It might be a mountaintop, a quiet shore, a forest path, or a calm room. There is no right image here, only what feels gentle and true for you. Allow this place to become a little clearer. Notice one or two details. Perhaps the light, a sound in the distance, the air on your skin. In this place, sense the presence of a companion beside you. This may appear as a person, an animal, a plant, or simply a felt presence. You don't need to see them clearly. Just notice the feeling of being accompanied by something kind and understanding. Together, you and this presence turn your attention toward one quiet intention in your life. It may be a situation you wish to resolve, a quality you wish to deepen, or a simple longing of the heart. Let the intention take a gentle shape in front of you, almost like a small scene. There is no need to force the details. Whatever arises is enough. Now, as though you were slowly walking around this scene, imagine viewing it from a slightly different angle. Perhaps you see it from the side, or from a little distance, or from above. Notice what changes when you look from here. Is there a color you hadn't noticed? A sound or a subtle movement? A feeling that becomes a little clearer? If you wish, you can quietly ask your inner companion, "Show me something important about this." Then simply watch, or feel, or listen, without expectation. There is nothing to fix in this moment, only a willingness to see. Now, very gently, sense how you would feel if this intention were already resting in a more harmonious place. Not perfect, not finished, just a little more at ease than before. Let that feeling touch the body. Perhaps a softening in the chest, a small release in the shoulders, a little more space around the breath. From within this space, you might silently offer a simple phrase of release in your own words. It could be as quiet as, "I release this image into the greater space within me. For now, it is enough." Allow the scene to grow softer around the edges, as though it is gently drifting back into the background of your awareness. You do not lose it. You simply no longer need to hold it so tightly. Return your attention to the feeling of the breath. Inhale, exhale. Notice the weight of your body again, supported. When you're ready, you can begin to sense the room around you, the sounds, the air on your skin, the presence of the physical space. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly let a little light in. There is not hurry. Whatever images arose, whatever you felt or did not feel, is enough for now. You can always return to this inner place, to this quiet companion, and to the soft practice of seeing from another angle. If this exploration in Within Stillness Space has been supportive for you, you might consider subscribing, leaving a comment about what arose for you, or sharing this video with someone who may benefit from a quieter way of working with visualization. Thank you for being here, for listening beneath the surface of your own life. Until next time, may you continue to discover the stillness and spaciousness that have always been within you.